I really try to pretty much go ass to grass, but I guess there's no grass in the gym, so it's more like rectum to linoleum.
Saying I cannot run this race. It's playtime, I'm gonna crush your face. This is not a fucking phase. Hey guys, I know you feel that bass. Roll with that until you see my face. Rising from a thick layer of fog at midnight. There's a time and a place to kill it, I spill it. Leak documents from a flaming tongue. Rappers acting so saintly when not long ago you were baking, cuz. And now they catch the aroma, wonder what the kid is baking up. Add a little secret ingredient they're needing is something for waking up. My flow is caffeine and I'm the black king of spades. Among smaller cards and that scream you hear is mad heat. I am the daddy of cracking the bones of the flashiest chic. No fucks given, as I grow up in a robust prison. Everything I think I need is already given. For some reason I am hardly living. Physical needs are what can't be controlled. Give a kid candy, take away his soul. Can't tell the difference between hot and cold. My senses are dead and I'm sold. But as the credits start to roll, I wake up and I miss the movie. The people around me are swarming like they just saw something that's dooming. Now they're telling me that I miss a lot and I gotta go back and see it. Yeah, everyone who was watching came out that bitch with a crooked demeanor. These subtleties and half-truths are running my country at large. Shipping this garbage by every ocean, I'm about to sink the barge. Health war, famine and money, get rid of those that have no country. What happened to thinking people love me? These relationships feel so ugly. It's like we're speaking on the surface, but something sounds scripted about all the verbiage. Like everything we think came from another person and we didn't take time to think if it's worth it. To act as a service to only a few human perspectives. Now we got humanity's section by politics, culture, religion, perspective. None of us have accurate depth perception. It's been messed with and I feel headless. No wonder I'm trying to convert that dude in the uniform to a dead bitch. Get this, my head is full of death cause it's a dead shit full of phantoms and redness on the walls from blood shedded. No angels left in heaven and in turn I'm the one they sent in. Close your eyes and get in. This is one hell of a head trip. Most isolated, now watch that echo. I'm isolated everywhere like presto. I don't really know how to keep a friend. Something that they don't get though. And that sparks by Gzcl. Now I'm fucking with all your heads, yo. Through the scope rooftop and I'm bent low. Between heaven and ghetto. It appears that I'm on.
What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of AM Training. It is week 8 of the Gzcl Rippler program. You just saw my What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of AM Training. It is week 8 of the Gzcl Rippler program. If you saw my last 2 cycles, you know that this is pretty much my favorite week. I do like 9 singles and that's pretty damn fun if you're a power lifter. Well, it was fun on paper, but when you started to do them, this week was a little rough. You just saw my bench. You saw that wonderful handoff by Jared, and it looked like he helped me for that last rep, but he didn't. The reason why I know he didn't is because I saw it, and he is a 132 powerlifter, pretty much is a state record holder, so he knows not to freaking touch the bar. If you don't freaking touch the bar, don't freaking touch the bar. He knows that. I'm sure he's got his bench taken away from him from bros that spot him, so he knows the struggle. Plus it's crazy because I'm sure he might bench more than me. I think he benched 365. It wasn't a shirt, but that's pretty damn good if you ask me. He says he watches my videos, so what's up, Jared? He is also, the reason why I was training with him is because I'm programming his deadlifts. That is probably his poverty lift. Usually with powerlifting, you tend, unless you're Ed Cohen or unless you're Yuri Belkin, you have a poverty lift. Mine tends to be the bench. His tends to be the deadlift. So I am programming his deadlift. It's a little nerve-wracking because of course he is a record holder and I don't want to mess up his stuff, but I'm pretty hopeful because I have a good feeling. Anyways, let's talk about my squat. Squat was a struggle, especially that last rep on that AMRAP. I knew I wasn't gonna get more than 1, so 1 was I'm pretty happy with it. But that last rep, I went full Asian. I mean, you want to see it again?
Easy. Come on, push, come on.
Yeah, that last rep was definitely a grinder. I went full Asian by just pretty much going full chinky on that squat. I'm even feeling that squat now because it's not muscle soreness, but even spine soreness. So I know if I keep that kind of technique up where I round out a little bit just because I'm grinding, it's not gonna be good because I'm gonna snap my shit up. So that day I knew I had to get through the bare minimum and just pretty much do the 9 sets, and that AMRAP was just gonna be 1 rep, and that's partly my fault because I only got 5 hours of sleep. My fault because I mean, I was, you know, communicating with my clients, and some of my clients definitely have a well, a good I think all of my clients have different time zones than I do, so definitely it makes it a little bit harder when you're trying to communicate, do, you know, tweaks and programs, and just kind of message them that way. But anyways, and that's my fault. I tend to get a little bit too invested in them, and that's a good or bad thing. I mean, good if you're my client, bad if you have to squat the next day. But definitely I take it to heart when they have a PR that's like my PR. I live vicariously through them, and if they have like, you know, a difficult day, I kind of reassess and maybe overanalyze their program and see what we could have done, if there's any patterns that I can do. It depends on how long they've been training with me. The longer they train with me, the better, just because I have clear patterns like, hey, on week 3 you were snapped up. That's okay, that's what happens, but of course there's a big rebound, but not always the case if they're brand new. But anyways, I digress. Let's just end the video off there because I still have to do some floor presses, and hopefully we get more than 1 on the AMRAP because I'm feeling froggy. Alright guys, so that concludes week 8 of the Gzcl Rippler program. You just saw trap bar deadlifts. That was actually about 3 days after than I normally have them, because normally that guy is a douchebag that just likes to... Let me wait until this alarm goes off. Like I was saying, I normally do trap bar deadlifts on Fridays, but I actually had to postpone it about 3 days, which was Monday of the next week. So I think it was because I went ham on the high bar squats. Most likely, I technically didn't go ham because that would imply that I was hamstring. I really went back on the high bar squats. I was really straining. It was that 9th rep. I knew I wasn't gonna get the AMRAP of having at least 2, so I just kind of rested a little bit and tried to get focus. again, you heard this in the first commentary, but yeah, I had to kind of postpone it and kind of get my back situated. Did a lot of bird dog side planks and bear planks pretty much through the weekend in order to kind of get ready for this day, because I was a little worried. It felt like my low back was a little bit snapped the fuck up, basically. So yeah, it just felt unsteady. I don't know if you've ever had like a feeling of instability. It almost feels like I'm made of two kind of blocks, and I'm just like, one's just popping off. I don't know, it's a weird feeling with back pain. At least I didn't have any kind of radiation. At least I didn't have any referred pain going down the leg, so I'm pretty thankful for that. So deadlifts felt great. Pretty much did a 3 AMRAP for 3. So I did 3 reps on the AMRAP set and 3 reps on the high. Why can't I talk? I did 3 reps for the AMRAP. I did 3 sets for the AMRAP set, and I did 3 reps for the why can't I fucking talk? I need coffee. So I did 3 reps for the AMRAP. I'm tired. All right, let's do this. Let's talk really slow, because I did 3 reps for the AMRAP set for deadlifts, but for the tempo squats, that took its toll, because it felt like hell. I mean, I definitely made sure that I was trying to go slower and really trying to hit depth. Depth, I don't think is a question, because I really try to pretty much go ass to grass. But I guess there's no grass in the gym, so it's more like rectum to linoleum. That's probably a better saying. Anyways, that was week 8 of the program, and week 9 is pretty much right after. So week 9 is gonna be immediately after the last day of the week 8, which you basically saw. And so that's gonna kind of damper a couple things, because Cody Lefevre doesn't really like you to train 5 days in a row. You should have some breaks in between, but life is life, and it gets in the way sometimes. But you know, sometimes you just gotta keep going. You just have to train hard, train smart. I think we'll end it off there. Like this video. Speaking of genetics, check this out. That is a bad picture of me. Yeah, that is about 2007. The reason why I bring up this picture is because I was actually talking to a client of mine, and it was kind of funny, because I was a little down from my bad squat, and kind of, but he was also